Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to go over the basics of charts. Looking at a large set of data can be overwhelming, and converting that data into a chart can help the reader to better understand what the data is saying. So let's get started. All of our charts will be on the Insert tab. So if we go to the Insert tab, you'll notice there is a whole chart section. My favorites are the column charts and bar charts, the line charts, as well as the pie charts. But there's other options here for you to play around with. You even have the option to add maps. Let's say we want to turn our data into a chart, but we don't know what chart looks best. Simply hover over any of the options and you can see a preview of what it will look like. For now, let's go with a clustered column. Once you selected the chart that you want to use, a new tab will open, and this is related to your chart. You can move around your chart, you can resize the chart, you can also modify many of your elements. Now, before we dive into the next bit, let's go over the basic elements of a chart so you're familiar with the terminology. Here on screen, we have your basic bar chart. First, the chart title. Think of this as the name of your chart. It tells people what the chart is about in just a few words. Next is your axis. The x-axis, otherwise known as the horizontal axis. This is the line that's going across the bottom. It shows your categories like the months, the names, or the items. The y-axis, otherwise known as the vertical axis, is that line going up the side. It shows numbers like sales, scores, or amounts. Now, the legend. Think of this like a guide. It explains what each color or symbol is in your chart. Data labels will help you show the exact value of your data in your chart. Here's an example of data labels for a pie chart. Finally, these are your grid lines. These are the light lines that help your eyes match up to the bars or points with the numbers on the y-axis. While you don't always need them, they can always be helpful for detailed charts. And with that, let's go back to the Excel page. So for example, if you wanted to change the chart title, you can click here and rename it to anything you would like. Let's say sales by month. And once you're done, you can click out. If you click on your chart, go to chart design, you can also add elements. So click here, you can add axis, you can add axis titles, chart titles, data labels. You can add a data table, legend with data numbers as well. You can add error bars. You can add and remove grid lines, and you can add a legend. Let's say we want to change the formatting of the numbers in our axis. You can come here, highlight the numbers, add a comma, change the format of that, and it gets reflected in our chart as well. You can also change your chart colors. Simply come here, and any of the presets available to you within Microsoft Office will be here. Alternatively, if you want to change any specific color, let's say we want to change the color of profit to green. Click here, right-click, fill color, green. If we want to add an outline, you can also add it here. Let's say we want to change the size of the text. So you simply select the text that you want to change the size, go to home, and then you can change the size by clicking the drop-down menu. And if you want to change the font color, you can also go here and change it to any color that you would like. Let's go with black. You can also bold, italicize, underline. If you want to move any of your elements, click into your chart and simply move the elements based on the aesthetic that you would like. Let's say we don't want the bar chart anymore and we want to change it to another type of chart. Simply select your chart, go to chart design, and change chart type. From here, you can see all the options available to you. You also have the option to come up here and look at the different types of line charts. Let's go with a stacked line with markers. Once you've selected the one that you want, all you have to do is press OK. You also have the option to switch the rows and columns simply by pressing this button. And there you have it. Let me know which chart you'd like me to dive into, or if you would like to add any special elements. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow for more content. I'll see you next time.